Morning, hiking with Tadpole today. We're going over to Bigelows. It's about 6 a.m.
It's 6:14.
6:14, and we got to go 18 miles today. So we're gonna go do this. Today's Would You Rather from one of our viewers. If you had to be part of a band's, a musical group's fan base, would you rather be a Deadhead or a Parrot Head? So you're either rooting for the Grateful Dead or Jimmy Buffett. Let us know. See ya. All right, good morning again. About a mile in. Just making our way up the trail. Tadpole just stopped at a campsite, hit the privy. I thought I'd give you guys a little bit more of an update. So, took a 0 yesterday at the main Roadhouse Hostel in Stratton. I shot some videos. I'll see if I don't know if I shot enough to actually put one together. I just got a cobweb in the face. But I didn't put it together last night. So maybe in the tent tonight or the shelter, depending on where I'm sleeping, I'll do that. But I wanted to rest my legs before trying to get over the Bigelows. And Tadpole came rolling into the hostel after I got there. He and I met way back in North Carolina at Woods Hole Hostel, which is kind of cool. And so I'm going to try to keep up with him. He's doing bigger miles than I've been doing, but if I can get over here, it flattens out a little bit. I mean, not flat, but not 4,000 footers until Katahdin. So I'm slack packing today, and the gens from Main Roadhouse are going to drop my pack off when I get up to a road crossing 17 miles from where they drop me off. And then we'll camp just past that. So, got somebody to hike with, which is good. And we'll see how that goes. If I can keep up with him from here to Katahdin, that would be awesome. I'll let you know. See ya. Gotta go up over those mountains. That's a super cool view. Let's go. All right, here's the view from Bigelow Mountain, South Horn. Super windy. Sorry about that. Now I gotta go over those. Peak. It is so windy here. I'm sitting between these rocks. The peak is right there. You won't be able to hear anything. I got my rain top on just because it's cold and windy. There's a couple hikers going down. Tadpole still hasn't caught up to me from when he stopped at the privy way back when. I guess I was making better time than I thought. There's a great view of those lakes. I gotta get over this thing. It is howling up here. I'm literally crouched down in between a couple of rocks just to show you. I'm not gonna be able to show you anything at the top because I'm gonna get blown off this mountain. All right, see ya. All right, so I'm working my way down the first Bigelow mountain, and then I gotta go up over that one right there, Bigelow Avery. I just passed the Sobo guy who said it's really super windy up there too. I was going to try and wait for Tadpole up on the top of the last one, just sit there and have a little snack and wait for him, but it's too darn windy to sit up there and cold and get beat up by it. So I might find a spot down here or try to hide in some rocks over there and see if he can catch me so we can go over that together, and then mostly downhill. Mostly, there's like one kind of pretty good size up before you go down to where we got to get to today. But I think when we go over that, we're about halfway there, I think. But it's pretty raw out here today. You can hear that wind. It's just nasty. But I'm making decent time with the slack packing. Best decision I made in a while. See ya. All right, the other Bigelow Peak. Tadpole caught up to me.
It's a little windy.
It's a little windy. He's braver than I am. He didn't put his foot down. that is, but too many to stop and find out. I'll do investigation later. There you go. He's gonna look inside.
Nothing.
Nothing. Could you sleep in there if you had to?
There's a metal thing on here. This maybe used to be some sort of, cable.
Cable. Oh, fire tower or something. Great views. Now they're on the back. This thing's blocking the wind a little bit. You might be able to hear me. I don't know what lake that is, but God, that is gorgeous.
Somewhat dangerous, though.
Yeah, the wind almost blows us off the mountains here. So we're heading down now. Oh, there's a little airport way down, a little landing strip right there. Pretty cool. All right, we're gonna make our way down. There's a placard over there too.
Oh, cool.
I screwed that up. Okay, he born in 1899. That's the Myron Avery who built the trail. Right, Benton Mackay was the guy who came up with the idea, but Myron Avery is the guy that actually got it done. They had a falling out because I think Avery was pretty hard to work with. But trying to get something like this done back then, I can imagine you had to be a pit bull about it. So this is now called Bigelow Avery Peak, and we're about to say goodbye to Mr. Avery. See ya. Going across Little Bigelow here. As you can hear, it's windy as heck still. Should be our last little climb of the day. It was a little bit more of a climb than we had anticipated, I think. Ugh. Now I gotta go down this hill, so I just wanted to show you that real quick. Now I gotta go down here. See ya. Well, hello. It's like 3:15. Just met one of the two Jens from the hostel, main roadhouse. She dropped off my bag. I would have never made the 17 miles if I hadn't slack packed it, because this thing weighs a ton. I think I have too much food now. And I realize my pack is probably, although I don't think I have a lot of unnecessary stuff. It is night and day difference how heavy this thing is right now. Now, I got 2 full liters of water. And she just brought us each, Tadpole and I, each a liter of Gatorade. So that's a lot of weight right there. But yeah, this thing's heavy. We're going a little bit more up here, like a mile and change, to a lakeside campsite. I think it's starting to rain. It's been looking like it's threatening all day, and we think skies are gonna open up very soon. So we're gonna get there, set up camp, and probably call it a day. So for today's Would You Rather, Parrot Head or Deadhead? I like both the Grateful Dead and I like Jimmy Buffett. I would have to say I probably like more Jimmy Buffett songs than Grateful Dead songs, although it's probably close. But it's a tough one. I'm gonna have to go slight edge to the Parrot Heads for me personally, but I do like them both. Pretty equal. It's like a coin flip. Sorry to my buddy Mark, who I know is a big Dead fan and follows the channel, but I'm going with the Parrots. I will see you guys later. If it doesn't open up and pour, maybe I'll give you a couple shots of the campsite. Otherwise, we will see you guys tomorrow. Alrighty, I thought I would give you guys a little tour of the tent since we just got to the campsite, got set up. It started raining. It's actually lightened up just a little bit, but it was coming down hard. It was a quick tent setup. Pulled everything in. Here's my pack. Behind me, I got my air mattress or my sleeping pad set up, and everything else is kind of spread out behind me. I don't even know if I'm going to cook dinner tonight because it's supposed to. Tadpole just checked the weather, and I know he originally wanted to push 5 more miles to a shelter, but he said it's going to rain, and it's going to rain till like 2 o'clock in the morning. Then it's supposed to stop, and we thought it was going to rain all day tomorrow, but he said the forecast he saw just said after it stops we should be okay tomorrow. So I feel like we made the right call to set up tent here and not hike in the rain, get all wet. We'll get up in the morning. Tent will be wet, but everything else will be dry, and if it doesn't rain, we'll have 19 miles to get to the Kennebec River, and I think the Sterling Inn is a hostel on the other side of the Kennebec River. We need to get a boat ride across that river. The canoe transport they do every day only runs from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. until July 1st, and then it runs until 2 p.m. But we won't get there until late in the afternoon tomorrow. But there's a couple people you can hire. One of them not available. I think he's going to call and see if the other one's available. And yeah, then we'll get somebody to boat us across that river. We'll go to the Sterling Inn, and then it's 2 or 2.5 days to Monson. So it's getting close. I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna cook any dinners because it's raining and I don't want to go outside. But I have too much food. I have a pound of cheese. I got a bunch of pepperoni. I got a ton of protein bars. And I have a 16-ounce jar of peanut butter because the store didn't have squeezed peanut butter. So I'm probably having a cold dinner, but a lot of it to try to lighten my pack up tonight. And yeah, so this is my little shelter for the evening. Trying to dry those socks out a little bit. I'll get changed into some camp clothes in here, hang the other stuff up, and call it an evening. But that's what it looks like when it's rainy and you're sitting in your tent for a couple hours. I'll process these videos. I do have a cell, so hopefully I can push it through the cell and get it up. All right, see you guys.